Okay, now this video is a play along video. I want you to play along with me. We're going to go over some things, review a little bit, and then we're going to play. So the first thing I want to do is remind you to talk, or to, when you're practicing this, practice in front of a mirror. You got to practice in front of a mirror, make your embouchure look like my embouchure, or even better, make it look like the pictures that I've given you, because those are probably going to be a better embouchure than even me, because I'm normally a trumpet player by trade, but I know how to play the saxophone too, but I'm not a pro on saxophone. So you want to imitate the pros, okay? Practice on just your mouthpiece and your neck. This is the first thing to get really good at, and that's super important. Before I forget, I want to talk about your cheeks. You do not want to puff your cheeks when you play. Right? You can tell, even there, I did not have very good control of the sound when I played there. It kind of just like was all over the place. So keeping your cheeks in, you don't want to get them really tight, but you just don't want them to puff out at all. Okay? So do that. Before we play, I actually want to talk about your air a little bit. On saxophone, it's really easy to play really loud. If you go and just blow, you're blowing so hard, it's easy to be extremely loud. And we want to be able to play in control. We don't want to make it so that we can only play loud and that's all we can do. So I like to do this thing where I hold my hand in front of my face. I take a breath. I kind of make my embouchure and I go. I don't know if you could hear that, but I was blowing out. And I was blowing it on my hand. And what I'm feeling is I don't want it to feel really, really strong. And I don't want it to go. So it's really weak. You want it to be a nice, steady stream of air right on my palm. And maybe just like the size of a quarter. Maybe this a little bigger. Right? Maybe the size of a golf ball. Okay? You don't want it to be like you're fogging up a window, okay? Steady air. And that steady air is going to help you make a really nice sound on the saxophone, okay? Let's play. I'd like to play with you. You can play along with me. I'm going to turn down my microphone a little bit so I don't peak the speakers. And let's try this. Remember our embouchure, cushion, teeth on the top, wrap your lips around, and blow, and kind of keep your chin pointed down. Okay, so let's try that. Got my cushion, my lower lip rolled over, not too much, just a little bit, like putting on chapstick. Teeth on the top. I wrap my lips around, and you're going to hear this sound. That's the sound that you want to hear. Okay, and did you notice I kind of got my embouchure set and breathed through the corners of my mouth? I didn't go like this. That's not a good idea, because trying to get an accurate set on the mouthpiece, just play, doesn't work well. You want to get it set and then breathe through the corners and then play. Okay, let's try it again. This time, play along with me and try to match the sound I'm making. Okay? Whoa, that was kind of a long time, and that's because I wasn't blowing so hard that all my air left. If I blew really hard, maybe I'd run out of air faster. I'm just going nice and gentle air, nice and steady air. If it's not enough air, it'll sound like this. So maybe you got to blow a little harder. And you got to have a little bit of with the air, okay? But you don't want it to be way too much and way too loud. Let's do that one more time. This time, let's try to play a 10-second note. I got a little timer here that I'm watching on my camera, and we're going to play a 10-second note, and that's a good goal for you to be able to do. We call that a long tone. It's a tone, it's a sound that happens for a long time. Let's play a 10-second note together. Here we go. was a 10-second note right there. Let's do it again. Did you hear what I just did? I kind of sucked up. Sometimes a little bit of spit can get caught in between the reed. If you hear a little vibration going on, or it just sounds like a little gurgling, you can go and just suck up the spit, and that kind of helps your sound get better. Okay? Let's try a 10-second note. I didn't count that time. I think it was somewhere near 10. Maybe it was longer. Maybe it was a little shorter. So I want you to practice those. Practice those 10-second notes. That's a really great thing. And you want it to be a nice steady sound, kind of like you heard me. So rewind and play along.